let's look at the status of the translation app. So we're going to start from the very beginning. When you open the app, you have no projects. That's obviously the first thing you're going to do. So let's create a project for the Circa app. Right now, there's not a lot of guidance on how to get started within the app. Obviously, that's going to be there. But the first thing you have to do is to go and link your project to the source folder where we can find all of your translation files. Obviously, if you haven't got any translation files yet, you can create them either through this app or through Xcode. In this case, I'm going to select the Circa app. This is the folder that contains all of my localization files as well. And the app will go through that folder and find all of the languages that are currently in use in your app. So let's pull in all of the existing translations. The first one will basically look at the existing translations, create keys within the app, and then for the subsequent languages, we will add translations on those keys. So you're not navigating in separate files anymore. You have one key with all of the languages on each key, which makes it so much more easy to navigate and compare and translate and edit in general. You can also see if some languages are missing for some keys, way easier than you could before. So you can now see that I have a group called All Keys. I haven't used the app yet to create separate groups, but if I had, all of these would actually import into those groups instead of one long list. So this is kind of the starting point, and you can see we have all of the different keys here and all of the translations. So I can obviously go through and edit here. If I scroll down, you can see that some of them actually, if we scroll far enough, some of them actually missing a few strings. So I can now go in and fix this very easily. I can obviously add new strings and I can remove and stuff like that. I can also easily go to languages and add a new language. So if I wanted to add, I don't know, Turkish, I can do that. And you can then see for all of the different keys here, we're then missing a language. The next thing that is then going to be added is, of course, that you can tap the translate button and all of these strings are going to be added automatically using AI. If it's ChatGPT or something else, I'm going to figure out. But that's really the end goal, to be able to add languages with a single click of a button and add that to your app. In this case, we have more than 500 strings here, and you can see how quickly that can add up and make it a tedious process to add another language. But in this case, it's going to be a one-click thing. So that's the status. There's still a bit of work to do on the basic management of things. Currently, you can search, so you can go for, yeah, you can see you could search. Every once in a while, there'll be a crash, but it should be working. There we go. So you can see that I can search for things. I can navigate quickly to different strings. Obviously, all of that is going to be improved. There's also a few things to handle around deletion. You can delete, but right now there's no confirmation, so you can easily delete by mistake. Also things like rearranging, selecting 10 of these and add them to a new group. All of those things are things I want to get in order before we start on the AI stuff. So really good progress. There's even some small cool features like clicking the title up here, and that actually gives you the translation key, which makes it really easy to use directly in Xcode if you want to paste that in. So these are really all of the small details that I want to get right before moving into AI stuff. So that's the status, and yeah, let's see when the next update is. I'm working every now and then, evenings, weekends, whenever I feel like it. So hopefully there's going to be a beta at some point where some of you guys can try it out. So let me know if you want to be a part of that beta. Just write me directly or reply to this tweet, then I'll